Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Larry Moore and welcome to Season 2 of Between Two Bulldogs, where today we are joined by Junior Joe Baynard.
What's up, y'all?
Anyone who's followed Joe knows that he's been a stalwart on the football team since he was a freshman. And wrestling, he probably shines even more. He's been a two-time Henlopen Conference heavyweight champion, not runner-up, not third place. He stood at the top of the podium for 2 years in a row. He's got 2 more years left. But I'm here to ask you this, Joe. Are you more than just athletics? Do you have anything else to you, any other passions?
I would say my passion stays in that category. But I'll say mainly what I want to do in my life is actually coaching for Laurel. I want to actually come back here and that's what I was planning on do for like pretty much rest of my life, to be honest.
Wrestling coach and football coach, both sports? Well, that's outstanding. You know, most of the coaches who are head coaches have education degrees. They teach in our schools. Is that something you're going to be willing to pursue?
Actually, I've been looking into that with most of my teachers and all that. I've been trying to get the ins and outs, how to get into education. So I'm really just trying to see how I basically wanted to play out, to be honest.
You have an outstanding resource in Mrs. Handy, who is our Teacher Academy instructor. Do you know Mrs. Handy?
Yeah, I've been talking a lot with Mrs. Handy, and she's been getting me right with a lot of the educational aspects of getting into the school industry and all that.
What subject do you think you would like to teach?
I'll say it got to be gym class, because I'm not a person that likes to sit down. I like to stay active and move around.
Well, you know, there are a lot of categories of teaching and educators that are very active, and hopefully all of our educators are very active and they turn things over to the students. So don't let it just be something that's, you know, pulling you to PE, because, you know, all of our educators are very active in what they do. Just go visit with them. Matter of fact, you know, I'll go around to some other classrooms with you and sit with you so you can see a wide variety if you'd like. Something to interest you?
Yeah, that would be great.
All right, awesome. How have you changed since your freshman year?
Changed a lot in terms of leadership, because freshman year I had some really outstanding seniors, so I was really just sitting back and learning from them, you know, just getting as much as I can from them as possible. And I'll say now that it's my junior year, I've been put into that spotlight now that I have to be that to the younger people.
I know that you're a leader as far as your actions, but are you a vocal leader as well, would you say?
I'll say I'm working on that, because I'm just so used to, you know, just playing.
Letting your play speak for yourself. But yeah, but people are also wanting to hear what you've got to say. So, you know, I encourage you to keep working on that as well, because you do have a lot to say, right? So you're an honor roll student, or past 21 student, right? Do you know what your grade point average is?
3.3 something right there.
So your grade point average is into the threes?
Yeah, I'm trying to get that up. I'm really focusing more on academics right now.
With your size, what's your size? How tall and are you in your weight?
5'11", 250.
5'11", 250, sound like a spark plug. You know, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of people, you know, seeking you out, both as a wrestling scholarship and a football scholarship. So it's going to be the sky's the limit for you. Right? So you need to, you know, continue to work on your grades. You want to make sure that 3.3 something gets up there to 3.5. I can see you really accomplishing a lot. Last couple of questions. What have you learned about yourself that you weren't expecting?
I really learned how to actually sit down and actually learn. I found better strategies to actually take what people are saying and like really apply it to myself. I'll say that what I mainly learned through this journey.
You're talking about how you learn?
Yeah, like absorbing information. You know, like I told you about my seniors. Yeah, that's how I really like got that learning, that yearning for learning and all that.
Yearning for learning. Yeah, I like that. I'm a visual learner too. When you talk about learning strategies, I like to see things. I can visualize it. I can learn it better. You know, so I didn't know if that was also what you were kind of referring to. How you learn best. I
learn best by like trying to be able to learn every type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to know how to visually learn, to be able to explain it. I'll say a lot of things like football, I've been like teaching myself by teaching other people, by explaining like the moves and how it works. And then as I'm going on, keep on talking, I'm like, hold on, that's how it works too, and I'm getting a better understanding of it too. So
You learn by teaching others.
Yeah.
Excellent. Last question. You got a couple more years left of high school. It's the beginning of your junior year. Where do you see yourself after high school? What's your biggest dreams? What do you want to do?
I definitely want to go to college and play football. That's the dream of mine. I want to accomplish for certain, you know. And I want to take this football thing as far as I can, to be honest. Like, I'm shooting for the stars with this one.
Well, something tells me you're going to have the ability and the opportunities to shoot that star as high as you can reach, my good friend. So best of luck to you. Ladies and gentlemen, special thanks to our guest today, Junior Joe Baynard, two-time Olympic Conference Wrestling Champion and stalwart on our football team. And best of luck to you, and thank you for joining us.
Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, and we'll see you next time on Between Two Bulldogs.